Lite stands for Dual Stack Lite. It is a transition mechanism based on native IPv6, tunneling and network address translation. Lite allows an ISP to give access to IPv4-only services for customers that have only native IPv6. As it becomes impossible to provide customers with public IPv4 addresses to connect to the Internet service providers have to make sure that all customers can access the Internet, whether they are IPv4 only, IPv6 only, or dual stack. Imagine you're an ISP that needs to connect a customer to both IPv4 and IPv6 Internet, but this customer only has public IPv6 addresses. How can the customer reach IPv4 only services? Lite solves this challenge by giving customers native public IPv6 addresses and private NATed IPv4 addresses. The customers need a native IPv6 connection with a Lite capable CPE, supporting IPv6, tunneling, and IPv4. They also need a private IPv4 address to be able to connect to the IPv4 Internet. The ISP sends the customer one private IPv4 address through a tunnel over the IPv6 connection between the customer's network and the provider's network. Because customers are given private IPv4 addresses that are non-routable on the Internet, the ISP must do network address translation on behalf of the customer. One issue when using NAT is the fact the provider keeps several customers behind one public IPv4 address. In Lite, the translator box records the public IPv6 address, the private IPv4 address, and the TCP or UDP port number of the customer to keep track of who uses which connection. If you are a DSL or cable provider, this mechanism could be useful for you because the clients have public IPv6 addresses and can still use all their home devices on IPv4 as they do today. In most cases, Lite deployment will require zero involvement from the customer, while fully automated configuration is possible on the service provider side. If you want to know more about transition mechanisms, please see our other videos.